Hello, Majestic Council. It's Majestic X, and today we got news about the states. Now, in New York City, there's a new geological report found that New York City is sinking 1 to 2 milliliters per year, and it's sinking due to the weight of its heavy skyscrapers. Now, it's put around that these buildings weigh around 842 million tons, sinking at a rate of 1 and 2 milliliters a year. It's saying that certain parts of Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island are sinking at a faster rate of 2.75 to almost 3 milliliters each year. Now, you know what that sounds like to me, right? That New York still stayed true to how they was building things back in the old times, which was with cement and brick. That was it. Nowadays, in all these other places, people's houses and these buildings be made out of like pieces of sheet paper, some sandpaper, and some staples for real. Like a lot of these buildings, these newer buildings and things of that nature don't even have wood, don't have no type of, you know what I'm saying? They have metal, but it's like flimsy metal, a lot of stuff hollow, a lot of stuff don't bring weight to it. And I remember years ago, I used to bring up how in Florida, all these housing projects, while they got the small houses that look alike, they was building them too fast until I asked somebody like, how often, like what's inside these things? And they were showing me like, there's no cement to hold these things up. They hold them by wooden poles and metal screws. So basically the weight of your house is supported by metal beams and things of that nature, not by the bricks and the cement. So you know like it's ground planted into the ground for real, like how older houses is. That's why when you go through hurricane seasons and stuff like that, you see all these beautiful or newer houses always get messed up, be about to fly from their area to another place. But all the old people houses, the people who owned their houses, had their houses for 50s and 60 years and 30 years plus, their houses, it's like nothing ever happened to their house. Their house be perfectly normal. The only thing that be happening to their house is like the garden. But when your house is with brick, cement, like it's supposed to be, like they taught you in the Three Little Pigs, like the one with the brick house, the wolf almost died trying to blow that house down because you can't blow it down. But with sticks and all that other stuff, they telling you how newer houses, they trying to make 3D printed houses now. So of course they can't. In New York is one of the most populated places, probably not in the United States, probably the world also, but let's just take it to the United States. It's top 3 in like population and business. So if you do most of America's business there or in California or Washington DC, them are really the only 3 places. Of course it's a lot of skyscrapers, business buildings, all these big heavy buildings that by New York standards is still using the old way of building them, which is cement and brick. So that would mean all these things are heavy as crap. And the thing, when you look at New York, when you look at a side view of New York, like I'm gonna pull up in the video, it do look like it's too many buildings on this strip of land. Like that's how it looks. It looks like it's way too condensed, too many condensed buildings right here in the middle of this random plot of land. You know what I'm saying? And of course it'll be sinking because you got this sinking, and then you got in a few more years with how earthquakes come in California every year, how they finna break off and become their own island too. So New York just gonna end up breaking off, or it might just sink down completely and become Atlantis. Who knows? How could they even fix this? What can you do? Tear down buildings and rebuild them with lesser crap in them to make them less sturdy and stable than how they really is now? How do you go past this, New York? Who knows? So love, peace, and everything in between. Stay majestic. Majestic X out.